Right now, as you watch this, 1.6 million Canadians are struggling to find affordable housing. In the time it takes you to finish this video, 12 more families will be priced out of their communities. This empty lot? It's not just land. It's possibility paralyzed by a broken system. A system where it takes 18 months and costs $3 million to build what should take 6 weeks and just about half of that cost. But what if I told you we're about to change everything? We are InnoBuilt, and 3 years ago, we stood where you're sitting, frustrated by a housing system that's failing millions. Traditional construction is stuck in the past, slow, wasteful, and completely disconnected from the urgency of our housing crisis. We didn't just want to build faster homes, we wanted to revolutionize how the world thinks about housing itself. So we moved 80% of construction into a controlled factory environment in Vietnam, where skilled craftsmen build to Canadian standards with German precision and Japanese efficiency. Meet the future of affordable housing: 42 beautiful studio apartments, each between 260 to 290 square feet. But don't let the size fool you, these aren't cramped boxes. They're thoughtfully designed micro-homes with 9-foot ceilings, full kitchens, and private bathrooms. Every unit is net zero energy, disaster resilient, and built to last 100 years. They meet the most stringent building codes in North America while using 60% less carbon and producing 70% less waste than traditional construction. This isn't experimental technology. It's proven innovation backed by 30-plus patents and real-world performance data. The InnoBuilt revolution, redefining construction for the modern world. Born from Canadian innovation, built for global impact. We stand at the threshold of a construction revolution, and it was born right here in Canada. For over 3 centuries, humanity has wrestled with the same fundamental challenge: how to build safe, affordable, beautiful homes quickly enough to meet growing demand. From the log cabins of early settlers to today's sprawling suburban developments, we've been trapped in construction methods that are slow, wasteful, weather-dependent, and increasingly unaffordable. InnoBuilt doesn't just improve construction, we've completely reimagined it. What started as a bold Canadian vision has evolved into a comprehensive answer to the world's housing crisis. This isn't incremental improvement. This is paradigm disruption. We've taken the most essential human need, shelter, and engineered a solution that's faster, stronger, more sustainable, and more affordable than anything the construction industry has seen. One system, infinite possibilities. From 400 square foot tiny homes to 40-story high-rises, every InnoBuilt structure uses the same revolutionary formula. This isn't about building one type of housing well. It's about mastering a construction methodology so precise and adaptable that we can replicate excellence across every housing category imaginable. Tiny homes, complete living spaces delivered in days, not months. Single-family residences, custom homes built to last centuries, delivered in weeks. Multiplexes and townhouses, dense, beautiful communities that rise like clockwork. Mid-rise buildings, 3 to 6-story structures that transform neighborhoods overnight. High-rise towers, vertical communities that reach for the sky with unprecedented speed. Each project, regardless of scale, benefits from the same core advantages: precision manufacturing, rapid assembly, superior quality, and predictable outcomes. When you perfect the formula, you can scale the solution infinitely. See the step-by-step construction of a 6-unit affordable rental in Toronto, and find out what makes our building technology a game changer. First, verify the CNC stem boards for assembling the foundation mold segments according to the instructions. Then, assemble the foundation mold segments by snapping the CNC stem boards together like Legos and securing them with screws. Follow the instructions to join the foundation mold segments together. Align them with dowel pins to ensure they are perfectly in line, then secure them using screws. Level the foundation mold and fill any gaps at the base with expanding spray foam. Allow it to cure overnight. Fill the center area of the foundation mold with gravel to about halfway up the mold height 1 foot. Cover the top with a piece of waterproof tarp. Then place rebar on top of the tarp and along the inside of the foundation mold. Carefully pour concrete into the core section of the foundation mold and the rebar central areas, filling it to a level about below slot openings on the mold. Let the structure cure overnight for optimal strength. Now, drop the lower half of the beam system into the slots on the foundation mold. Secure the beam system using the engineered bracket system. Install the basement wall system by inserting the concrete core insul panels into the upper halves of the beams. The walls are also interlocked with the foundation mold. Secure the basement wall to the beam system and foundation mold using engineered brackets and concrete screws. Then, pour concrete into the foundation mold and central areas until it reaches the lower half of the beam system. Install the partition to separate the two plexes. This partition is interlocked with the foundation and wall system and is secured to the foundation using heavy-duty half-inch diameter bolts. Install the partitions in each plex to create bedrooms and bathrooms. These partitions are interlocked with the beam system and secured using an engineered bracket system and concrete screws. The floor is insulated by inserting EPS boards into the space between every two upper half beams of the beam system. Install the middle beam system and balcony structure. These components are interlocked with the lower wall system and secured using an engineered bracket system and concrete screws. The second-story wall system and partitions are installed by inserting the lower semboard EPS panels into the upper halves of the middle beam system, interlocking them with each other and with the lower level components. The entire assembly, including walls and partitions, is then secured to the beam system, basement, upper and lower wall sections, and adjacent partitions using an engineered bracket system, concrete screws, and heavy-duty half-inch diameter bolts. After the first story is secured, concrete is poured into the central space of the concrete core insul panels. This concrete will anchor the basement wall system, middle beam system, and wall system into a solid block designed to last for centuries. Use the same method to construct the second story and stair tower modules. Finally, the roof system is constructed using semboard EPS sandwich panels that are integrated with each other by steel tubes pre-filled with semboard and EPS strips. The roof system is fastened to the upper wall system and upper beam system with a double engineered bracket system, ensuring they are anchored together against the strongest seismic forces from hurricanes or tornadoes. To ensure worry-free protection against roof leaks for 50 years or more, the roof will be covered with an additional layer of half-inch thick semboard and one layer of rubber. Factory precision meets construction innovation. Step inside our factory and you'll witness construction's future being born. This isn't your grandfather's job site. Every component of an InnoBuilt structure begins its life in a controlled environment where precision isn't hoped for, it's engineered in. Our CNC fabrication systems cut materials to tolerances measured in fractions of millimeters. Custom assembly jigs ensure that every panel, bracket, and connection point aligns perfectly, time after time. Quality isn't inspected in, it's built in from the first cut. Our quality assurance process begins before materials are even shaped. Every board, every steel component, every bracket undergoes rigorous testing and verification. By the time components leave our factory, they've already passed more quality checks than most traditional buildings receive during their entire construction process. The result? On-site construction that flows with the precision of Swiss watchmaking and the simplicity of assembling premium furniture. No guesswork, no do-overs, no surprises. Material science meets construction engineering. At the core of every InnoBuilt structure is our breakthrough high-tensile cement board, the backbone of the next generation of resilient buildings. This isn't ordinary building material. Our sustainable cement board system represents years of materials engineering, creating panels that are simultaneously lightweight for transport, incredibly strong for structural integrity, and thermally efficient for energy performance. But the real innovation lies in our integrated approach. Steel tubes, precisely filled with cement board and EPS strips, create continuous thermal barriers that eliminate the energy losses plaguing traditional construction. Every joint, every connection, every thermal bridge has been engineered out of existence. The result? Buildings that don't just meet energy codes, they obliterate them. Our structures achieve net zero energy performance not through expensive add-ons, but through fundamental design integration. The same system that makes our buildings incredibly strong also makes them incredibly efficient. Total system integration, where engineering meets artistry. In InnoBuilt construction, there are no afterthoughts, only integrated solutions. Every structural element, from the foundation anchors that secure your building to the earth, to the roof systems that crown your structure is designed as part of a cohesive whole. Foundation systems interlock with wall panels. Wall panels integrate seamlessly with floor systems. Floors connect perfectly with stairs, balconies, and mechanical systems. This isn't construction, it's orchestration. Partition walls, electrical runs, plumbing chases, HVAC distribution, every building system has been considered, coordinated, and integrated from the design phase. The result is buildings that aren't just assembled quickly, but buildings that perform flawlessly for decades because every component was designed to work in perfect harmony with every other component. Digital precision meets physical reality. Every hole, every bracket, every connection point is mathematically perfect before the first piece of material is cut. Our advanced design software doesn't just create pretty pictures, it generates precise manufacturing instructions for every component in your building. When we say pre-designed, we mean that our computers have already solved the thousands of micro-decisions that bog down traditional construction. At every intersection, engineered brackets and concrete screws create connections that are stronger than the materials they join. These aren't generic hardware store fasteners. Every connection point uses purpose-engineered hardware designed specifically for the loads, stresses, and environmental conditions it will face. The result is structural integrity that exceeds building codes while maintaining the speed and simplicity that makes InnoBuilt revolutionary. From digital design to physical construction, zero translation errors, zero field modifications, zero compromises. Built for a changing world. InnoBuilt structures don't just meet today's building codes, they're engineered for tomorrow's challenges. Our integrated structural system creates buildings that laugh at seismic forces, shrug off hurricane winds, and remain comfortable through temperature extremes that would stress traditional buildings to their breaking point. This isn't accident, it's engineering. The same system that makes construction simple makes buildings incredibly resilient. When every component is precisely engineered and every connection is overbuilt for strength, the resulting structure possesses inherent resilience that traditional stick frame or even concrete construction simply cannot match. Simplicity that changes everything. The ultimate test of great engineering? Making the complex appear effortless. Watch an InnoBuilt structure rise, and you'll see construction that looks almost impossibly simple. Panels that slide together like they were designed for each other. Because they were. Connections that align perfectly on the first try, because precision was engineered in, not hoped for. It's not like assembling IKEA furniture, it's better. IKEA revolutionized furniture by making complex assembly accessible to anyone. InnoBuilt has done the same for construction, but with precision and quality that would make Swedish engineers weep with envy. The trust factor. When excellence becomes standard. With InnoBuilt, you're not buying a house, you're investing in a construction methodology that has already proven itself. Every InnoBuilt structure benefits from the accumulated knowledge of every structure that came before it. Our system doesn't improve through trial and error on your project, it improves through continuous refinement in our factory, where lessons learned become permanent improvements for all future builds. This is construction where excellence isn't the exception, it's the only option. When precision is built into every step of the process, when quality is engineered into every component, when speed comes from superior methodology rather than cutting corners, the result is buildings that set new standards for what construction can achieve. InnoBuilt doesn't just build homes, we build the future of human shelter, one perfectly integrated component at a time. Real-time construction. 42 units built in 6 weeks. Now, let me take you inside the most ambitious construction timeline in North American history. Week 1. The arrival. Day 1. 16 shipping containers arrive from Vietnam. No chaos, no confusion, every panel, bracket, and component has a specific place and purpose. While our factory-built components travel across the Pacific, local crews prepare the foundation. By day 7, we're ready to build vertically. Weeks 2 to 5. The construction journey. The construction process unfolds as follows. Step 1. Assemble the foundation mold segments. Begin by piecing together the foundation mold segments to form a sturdy base. Step 2. Join and secure the mold. Connect the segments, ensuring a solid foundation that will support the entire structure. Step 3. Install the lower beam system. Lay the groundwork with the lower beam system, setting the stage for the first story. Step 4. Construct the first story wall system. Erect the wall system and stair towers for the first story, creating a framework for future growth. Step 5. Add partitions for plexes. Install partitions to define separate plexes, optimizing space and functionality on the first floor. Step 6. Install the middle beam system for the second story. Elevate the structure with the middle beam system, preparing for the next level. Step 7. Build the second story wall system. Raise the wall system and stair towers for the second story, further shaping the building's silhouette. Step 8. Create second story partitions. Add partitions to establish distinct plexes on the second floor, enhancing livability. Step 9. Install the middle beam system for the third story. Prepare for the final elevation with the middle beam system for the third story. Step 10. Construct the third story wall system. Complete the wall system and stair towers for the third story, bringing the building to new heights. Step 11. Add third story partitions. Install partitions to define plexes on the third floor, ensuring privacy and comfort. Step 12. Install the upper beam system for the roof. Cap off the structure with the upper beam system, solidifying its integrity. Step 13. Finish with the roof system. Finally, install the roof system for both the building and the stair towers, completing the construction journey. With each step, the vision transforms into reality, laying the groundwork for a remarkable structure. At this pivotal stage, you can witness firsthand how InnoBuilt fundamentally transforms construction from the ground up, leaving traditional building technologies in the dust. Our revolutionary system operates as one massive, unified interlocking framework, a three-dimensional puzzle where every panel connects with surgical precision, achieving tolerances within fractions of a millimeter. While traditional sites generate dumpsters of waste daily, we generate zero construction waste. Every component is pre-cut, pre-finished, and purpose-built. Electrical and plumbing aren't installed, they're connected. Pre-wired panels and pre-plumbed modules plug together like sophisticated Lego blocks. Even our heating, cooling, and solar systems are designed for rapid deployment. What typically takes weeks happens in hours. Week 6. The transformation. By week 6, we're not rushing to finish, we're adding the final touches that make these houses homes. 42 days after breaking ground, 42 families have keys to their new homes. Beautiful homes and fast construction mean nothing without solid economics. Let's talk numbers. We're not just building faster, we're building for half the cost of comparable new construction. With 95% plus occupancy rates in our test markets, this isn't just affordable housing, it's profitable housing that creates sustainable returns while serving community needs. Partnership opportunities. We're not just building homes, we're building an ecosystem of partners who believe housing is a human right and a smart investment. 50-50 co-partners. Bring land or capital, we bring everything else. 50-50 ownership, 50-50 cash flow, 100% alignment on creating community value. Franchise builders. Licensed builders can franchise our system, receive factory kits, complete training, and ongoing support. Turn your construction business into a housing transformation machine. Early investors. Early investors receive safe equity, priority project access, and up to 10% bonus shares in our Vietnam manufacturing facility. This isn't just about 42 homes in one community. This is about proving that we can solve the housing crisis while fighting climate change. Our buildings are designed for a changing world of flood-resistant, fire-resistant, earthquake-resistant. When disasters strike, our communities remain safe. Our goal: 30,000 climate-smart homes annually by 2027. Factory licenses in 5 countries. A new standard for how humanity creates shelter. But first, we need partners who understand that the future of housing starts with the courage to act today. The housing crisis isn't waiting for perfect solutions. Families need homes now. Communities need hope now. The planet needs sustainable building practices now. We're offering our first partners 50% off market pricing, but only for the next 30 days. After that, prices move to full market rates. If you've been waiting for the right opportunity to make a real difference while building real wealth, this is it. Visit InnoBuilt.com to learn more. Together, we'll transform empty lots into thriving communities, 1 week at a time.